But because you didn't say nothing, because you didn't set a boundary, oh, I'ma do. You don't think I got no feelings? Say it with me. No, you're worse. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Shann. Today we're here with another poppin' video. And so, as you can tell by that title, we are back with another talk. We have special guests here.
I'm not special guest.
Well, y'all get used to her. So, what's your name?
Mama Key. That's what y'all gonna call me, Mama.
Okay, so it's later. But yes, for today's talk, we have a good one for you guys. Today we are going to talk about
Setting boundaries.
Okay, guys. So we organized this one a little better. We kind of wrote out how we're gonna talk about it and whatnot. So we're just gonna get into some points, some topics. Make sure y'all like the whole video. You might find some value in this. You probably enjoy, get a laugh. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like videos like this. Hit the notification bell so you never ever miss out on a new talk. And let's get straight into it. Okay, so first thing we're going to talk about, what is a boundary? So I just looked at the real definition of a boundary, and the real definition is a line that marks the limit of an area, a dividing line. So y'all know they probably talking about like states or space, not boundaries that we're gonna talk about. So now we're gonna give y'all our personal definition of a boundary when it comes to people, things, keeping yourself, your energy protected, stuff like that. Okay, so my definition of a boundary, I'm gonna say a boundary is when you give people restrictions as to what they can do to you, when you give people a certain amount of how they can get to you, mess with you, things of that that's gonna mess with your peace. So like the definition said, it's a limit, but it's a limit to you and what they can do to you. Because people, things, it all messes with you, your peace, and it impacts what you got going on. So not too much. Now we're gonna do my definition.
Okay, my definition of crossing a boundary. So, a boundary to me is, if I told you don't do something, don't do it. People know people. If you've been around a person for a long time, you know how that person rolls. You know what they like and don't like. Don't go and do something to that person or do something that you know they damn sure not gonna like, and then sit up there and play crazy about it. That's crossing a boundary to me.
Yeah, we hopping straight into it.
Pretty much just said, if you know a person doesn't like something, or if they voice they don't like something, then you turn around and you do it. Or if you act like you're doing it, or it seems like you talked about it to somebody else and you know this person don't like that, that is crossing a boundary. Yeah. People gotta understand that.
That's crossing a boundary.
When a person don't like something, or they don't feel for something, they just don't like it or feel for it, and you're supposed to respect that. And when you don't respect that, you're crossing that person's boundary. So to me, that's what the definition of that is.
Okay, so the next we're gonna talk about is, why are setting boundaries important?
I want to do this one first.
Go ahead.
Okay, I want to say this one first, y'all. We're gonna differentiate it a little bit so y'all can see. To me, I want to say on this clip, I'm 43. I want y'all to remember that, because I'm not gonna repeat it again. But I have a little wisdom. I've been through a lot of things. We're talking about why setting boundaries is important. If you do not set boundaries in the beginning, and I mean in the beginning, like when you first meet people, first start talking to people, if you have a certain set of morals, or you have a certain set of rules that you want to follow by yourself, start impacting that thing. Say it then, whatever you got to do to make this person understand this is what this is. Because once you voice it to them and you see that they do it anyway, and they've broken your boundary, then there should be some kind of consequences.
Exactly.
Don't let it slide. Mm-hmm. Letting stuff slide, letting people cross your boundaries and letting it slide by saying, oh, okay, well, you made a mistake. And then they turn around and do it again. Because you got to give everybody a chance.
Yeah, that's true. And she big on giving chances, because if I get
Too much.
telling her about somebody, this past situation, she be like, well, Shannon, you just gotta give them a chance.
That's it.
But she allow people to show who they are, though.
Yes, sometimes too much. I did it too much. Once they you know, you said what it is and they cross it, you're like, okay. You talk to them and blase. Okay, I'm not gonna do it again. And then they do it again. Okay, then you gotta start side-eyeing this stuff, depending on how you feel about it. Then if they do it a third time, okay, you don't respect me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't respect me, you don't get it or whatever. You just not gonna respect my boundaries, and that consequence should be deep. Not nothing like, oh, okay, well, I ain't talking to you for a couple of days, or I'm just not gonna do this and that. No, I ain't gonna tell y'all what I do now. But
yeah,
don't let nobody play with y'all.
Yeah, I want to add in and say setting boundaries are very important, because if you don't, then a person will drive you to the ground with the things, with you not opening your mouth. And I want to tell y'all something. We all have a voice for a reason. It's okay to talk up and let people know about what you're allowing and what you are not allowing, because we were all made individual on this earth. We all have a voice. If you stand quiet, you play small, then you gonna be unhappy because you're not telling people what you really want. And by you not telling people what you really want, a person will dead know they doing you wrong or doing something that they know they wouldn't want done to them. But because you didn't say nothing, because you didn't set a boundary, oh, I'm gonna do her in. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do.
And they start thinking you soft, and they start thinking you be played with. And I want to tell y'all this too. This is deep. It starts destroying your mental health. It really does. It takes away from the person you are. You going to find yourself change. If you keep allowing a person to cross your boundaries, just say, and you let that stuff go on for years, you're going to be a whole different person in the end. Either you're going to be stronger or you're going to be weaker. And most people choose the weaker. So that's why I'm saying, don't let nobody cross your boundaries.
And you're going to wish you would have set a boundary. As time go on, you'll be like, well, maybe I should have opened my mouth. Maybe I should have said what I wanted to do. But the thing about it is, when you don't set a boundary in the beginning, when you try to set a boundary later, a person ain't going to take that.
They ain't going to take
because they're not going to ever accept this new you you're trying to be. So let's talk about that. Why it's so important to set boundaries in the beginning? Because if you don't, like I said, as time go on, who should think she is? They don't take you as a joke.
Seriously take your ass as a joke. I'm sorry for cussing y'all. But they gonna seriously take y'all as a joke. Like, believe what I'm saying. You're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be like, you don't think I got no feelings?
Right.
But
they not gonna kill y'all.
They gonna know you got feelings.
You done accepted so much that gonna be like, they're not gonna take you seriously if you try to. Who does she think she is?
Trying to say something to me 5 years later. What?
Yeah, what? Nah. And this is why I set boundaries from the beginning. You need to set boundaries early, like she said.
And I didn't set. I'm one of the ones that you can learn from. I didn't, and it destroyed my mental for a small time. But when I came back, baby, and now it's none of that. And
y'all know I just watch and observe, and I was wise enough to do the opposite.
Yes.
And know to do the opposite. Don't let a person play in your face, man. You know what you don't want to accept, so don't accept it. You deserve to be treated right. You deserve to, with any type of relationship, friendship, relationships with your partner, stuff like that. You deserve to take up space. Family's a big one as well.
All that stuff can affect you. Don't ever exclude any of it out.
You deserve to take up space. You deserve for your voice to be heard. You deserve to have feelings and tell people how you want to be treated.
Yes. Y'all hearing this from the old and the young. You can't get no better than me.
We done both been through our situations.
Yes. Be more. I got war wounds.
Okay, so now we just want to talk about some examples of how to know when people are crossing your boundaries. I'm pretty sure we all know it. You want to get some examples of crossing your boundaries. Okay, so here's a mediocre example, you guys. Say, for example, you tell somebody, don't call me by a certain time. I need to be asleep for work. If we can talk before that, anytime before that. Just by this time, I'm going to be asleep. Do not call my phone. And that person insists on calling your phone after that time.
Yes.
Or at that time. So now you're like, did you not hear what I said? Did I not express this to you? See my face? That's an example of somebody crossing your boundary.
Yeah.
And the thing about people crossing your boundaries is they will try to slowly normalize you into going along with these behaviors that they are trying to say that you told them not to do. They're trying to flip you and watch you into behaving the way they want you to behave when they know you're not okay with that because you told them, no, I don't want to do that. And that's when you say, no, I'm not giving in to it, you know?
Yeah. You have to put your foot down and not let them cross your boundary.
Okay, so now that we know what a boundary is, we have an example of people crossing your boundaries. Now we're going to talk about how to set boundaries and how to stop people from, well, you can't stop anyone from doing anything they want to.
You can't.
But we're going to say
it's tricky.
How to set boundaries and what you can do about it if someone is crossing your boundaries. So, let's just go.
You have to learn, like, that you're your own person, because it gets a little tricky with setting boundaries, and people will gaslight you and kind of play with your mind when you try to set them, especially if you've been a person that stuff go on for a long time. That's when it gets real complicated. That's why I'm telling y'all, set them early. But an example, let's see. Go ahead, you say something.
Okay, an example of how to set a boundary. If you tell somebody not to do something and they do it, then you say, hey, I asked you not to do it. Can you not do it again? Mm-hmm. They're setting a boundary right there because you asked them what you don't want to do. Now, if they decide to cross your boundary, I like to have a 3-chance rule. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these boundaries. I'll tell you the first time, okay, people make mistakes. Nobody is perfect.
Yes,
definitely. If they cross your boundary that first time, the second time, be like, okay, you might have made a mistake. We all human. We make mistakes.
You know, and I'm trying to change. So
that third time,
they know. They know.
You heard me.
By that third time, they understand. They know, and they clearly saying, "If
you heard me, you just going against what I say now." Mm-hmm. Now, after that third time,
it's up to you.
It's up to you what
honestly,
you want to do.
Because that's where it gets tricky. It's up to you what you want to do, and I can tell you. If you don't set some consequences and some boundaries down, get ready for that to happen a trillion times. Get ready for to be hurt by that situation over and over again until you put a stop to it. Get ready for everything in your life to take a switch because you now open up the gate for something you dislike in your life to continue going on.
Because you allow this person to think it's okay to continue to cross your boundary.
What I suggest, y'all gotta listen to me because, you know, sometimes people have a hold on you or whatever. But by that third time, bye.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Young me, people might be like, you know, she get into a couple of relationships and I'll start talking to the person. Because these dudes, some of these dudes, not all y'all dudes, because a lot of y'all be like, well, this and that. I'm not saying all y'all dudes like that. But a lot of dudes I met, playing games, and I'm not finna play with you, baby. I know my worth. I'm a beautiful black queen. Baby boy, you heard me. That's on you. If you want to, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting too serious right now. But I set my boundaries. They cross them. All right, baby boy, you got to skip. I'm going to send you back to the streets, all right? Nah, you ain't got to be like me, but I'm just saying, y'all, these people be hearing y'all.
You could be like, I suggest y'all be like her, but at the same time, she get a little. You know, she get a little.
These people be hearing y'all, bro. You gotta set your boundaries.
You do. Please listen to me. Take it from the old OG over here. You set your boundaries. Save your life. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. Unless you dramatic. If you one of them drama people and you like that stuff, then you can go ahead and let your boundaries be. Some of y'all be liking it. I ain't lying. I be confused. I be like, what are you? Like, you could do this to stop this, but you sit up pretending. That's the gas. Like, you pretending like you can't stop it. But yes, you can. Yes, you can. So that's the ones I say, okay, this mother like drama. Them the ones you got to really think like, am I close enough to you to sit there and I'm telling y'all, save your life.
Thank you. And the moment you find yourself The moment you find yourself preaching over and over and over again to somebody, then you just gotta ask yourself, what is the point? Like, what am I preaching to you for? The moment you find yourself preaching to somebody, girl, boy, you need to gain your sense and realize, like, we all grown, we know how to operate.
And don't keep talking to nobody.
You heard me.
Ain't nobody retarded. If you retarded, then you need to get on that special bus and put it on your car that you special in. And let people know ahead of time. No, I'm serious. They need to. You know that people need to. Put it on your car or something. Put something on your head.
They are choosing to ignore you at this point. Let's really be honest about it. They choosing to
You're retarded.
So I feel like we said how to set a boundary. You tell a person what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept.
And if they don't, set them consequences.
Like consequences, yeah.
Please. No consequences cause more pain. Just remember that.
Because the moment you let a person think you're to be played with, they're going to continue to play with you.
All day, every day.
That's why you don't play with people. I don't play with you. I don't play with these. I don't play with these boys, and that's why.
And I used to play, but baby, nah. Please, I done got old. I ain't got time. I ain't got time.
Yeah.
Go play with your mama. Don't play with me. Play with somebody else. Just don't play with the sound that just started, y'all.
Okay, guys, we talked about boundaries. What is it? How to set them? How to know when people are crossing them? So we're just gonna end off with stick through with your boundaries.
Set them.
And know your worth.
Please.
Say it with me. Know your worth. Okay? You do not deserve to have your boundaries crossed just because you want somebody in your life.
And baby, ain't nothing like peace. Please take your peace.
Nothing like peace. Once you learn to love yourself and learn to protect your peace, then you won't even let a person continuously to cross your boundaries and play with you like that.
It's just gonna flow naturally.
But you know
like
that
me, I cuss you out in a minute. But I still love you.
Exactly. You know that self-love comes first. You don't deserve to have somebody sitting there purposely going against what you were saying because they try to prove you a point or because they feel like they gonna do you win.
And Lord, that's a whole nother topic because y'all in there prove the points. Jesus Christ, sit down somewhere. That's childish.
Thank you.
But anyway, y'all,
you deserve to speak up. Have your voice be heard. Set your boundaries.
Know your worth.
Know your worth.
Say it with us. Know your worth.
And stick through with your boundaries. Remember that. Set them. Stick through with them. Tell a person, I'm not going to accept this, and you stand firm on that. Okay? And if they can't stick to your boundaries and they can't follow your boundaries, then that person probably don't deserve to be like that. Let's really be honest about it.
Put it on the floor first.
They will respect you. People will respect you.
When you set them boundaries, I'm telling you, you get a whole different set of stuff when the boundaries set.
Thank you. Set boundaries and stand firm to them, okay, guys? This is love, coming with love. Peace and blessings. We want the best for y'all. We want the best for ourselves, too.
We speaking from some real. We ain't trying to hurt nobody. We done did enough of this, but now we trying to push through here.
You guys, that's gonna sum up this video talking about setting boundaries. I hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you got some help.
Education, hit me up.
Education. We hope y'all was entertained as well. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never ever miss out on a new video. Drop some topics that you want us to talk about next. And thank you guys for tuning in. You want to say something?
Come on.
Peace. Until next time. Bye.